All right, dear Scorpio, let's start at the beginning. Well, it looks like also finding your balance. Twos are balance, but it also looks like you're reprioritizing hopes, dreams, and desires. This also can stand for travel, and it feels like it's over water. So you may be looking at saving for a trip or actually embarking on one for the holidays. But it looks like your focus now is on getting out in the world, doing things out in the world, putting yourself out in the world. And you've had to release some concepts, some habits, some even responsibilities, as well as some friendships in order to move forward into healing yourself. And you are healing yourself. You've let go of a lot of stuff, Scorpio. So you're moving into that new space of, okay, now what am I going to create? It looks like travel, putting yourself out in the world, and releasing more of those habits that do not serve you. What crosses you is it looks like you're having a little trouble sleeping. Looks like there's a lot on your mind and your mind is processing instead of sleeping. This is only a temporary situation, but there is a lot of things on your mind. So see if you can lighten the load a little bit. Just look at things one thing at a time so it doesn't overwhelm you, but it looks like you're a little overwhelmed and it is affecting your sleep and possibly your eating. What is above you is the 5, and this is what I call the old, broken, alone. This is the fear card. It's time to take a leap of faith into your power. Don't let your fears cloud your vision of your dreams. You have lots of things, lots of skills, lots of plans, and fear kind of, when it comes into your mind, it almost paralyzes you and does not allow you to push through it. So if you're able to realize it's only a temporary position, push through it, do it anyway. And once you get validated for either the behavior, the desire, the skill, then it's easier and easier and easier to get through that fear. But you have so many gifts and you're so intuitive that it's time to share some of those gifts. So don't be afraid, Scorpio. Just push through them. Do it anyway. You will be very well received. And it looks like you have some wonderful skills to offer. What is in the past is the Queen of Pentacles. Queens are usually someone that is very wise or over 40. And Pentacles are Earth. That's Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. So it looks like you just reconnected or connected with a Earth sign. It does look like joy. It was a joyful time. And that you are connected at the heart with this person. So it feels like a good give and take, and that you have just like re-upped your commitment to each other, reconnected in a new place, because you are in a new place. And most people who are doing their work over the last year are in a new place. So you have to come to some new agreements, some new pleasures. So it looks like you have connected with that Earth sign, that Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, and recommitted at the heart. It feels like recommitted at the heart. And for those male Scorpios, this could possibly be a love person. This could be a lover or husband or wife, but you have made some new commitment of your heart with an earth sign. So Page of Cups. Pages can stand for children. Cups are water signs. That's Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And pages can also stand for messages. It is in the present time position. It is near the wildest dreams, kind of creating your travel stuff. So it may be a message about either a job or a connection, a friendship, or something that has to do with travel. It is feeling more like a message than it is a child. Although during the holidays we are surrounded by our family, loved ones, and children, so it can't stand for that. I don't feel any urgency around this. And when I ask Spirit, it is a message of an emotional nature. And it feels like it's a positive emotional nature. Queen of Cups can stand for you, sweet Scorpio, since you are a water sign, but this is water, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And this is a queen, so one of great wisdom or someone over 40. And this is feeling like just coming to an understanding about your own energy and some acceptance about your own skills, putting down the fear, and just feeling more complete about decisions that you have made over the last month or so, and allowing your emotions to come out. That cup is just really lighting up for me. But sharing your emotions with love and kindness, speaking your truth. But this feels like really getting out there in the world and sharing your thoughts, your ideas, and your dreams with others. For many of you, it may be a teaching position. It may be a skill that you have that you are sharing with the world. Massage, art, literature, whatever it is. But you're coming to a place of understanding within yourself about your own magic and about your own personal power. So don't be afraid to put it out there in the universe and see what comes back. It really feels like it will be positively received. So Knight of Wands is at the basis here. Wands are fire. Knights are usually someone between 18 and 40, or someone even over 40 that is a little immature. Fire or wands are fire. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This feels like there's some energy kind of stuck in an angry place. These flames are lighting up for me, and you may have butted heads with a fire sign recently, and it feels like, and knights can be male or female, so it feels like a little disagreement that is getting resolved, but kind of slowly. It feels like this person is coming to you, then going away, coming to you, then going away. It's what I feel is like turning towards you and turning away, turning towards you, turning away. So there is a little bit residual energy stuck in this situation, and it feels like it takes a little bit more communication to clear up, but you're right on the precipice, you're right on the verge of cleaning up some misunderstandings or moving forward in a more positive place of really love, kindness, and understanding. So there's one more piece of the puzzle for this Knight of Wands. It also looks like this is somebody who charges right into issues, charges right into the fire, gets burnt, and then jumps out. So it looks like it's a little difficult for you watching them make these mistakes, or making such big movements without thinking about them. So it's a little frustration on your part, but they are learning. They are emotionally younger than you, but they're getting it. So have some patience with them. Speak from your heart, and you may need to step back and let them fall again so they can pick themselves up. This may be a child. It is someone either younger than you or less mature. Here is the Four of Wands. Also a sleep pattern disruption. Looks like things really hanging over you. Some things that you really would like to resolve. Some things are possible to resolve. Other things are not your responsibility, or things that you really can't resolve because they are not within your control. So remain focused on your journey and on your exalted energy. And just take things one thing at a time, dear Scorpio. Resolve what you can, and if you can let go of the rest of this, that would be great. They will come to you when you're supposed to resolve them, but it's kind of the ending of you taking on too much juggling, too much. So now it's time to take a look at what you need to release so you can free yourself a little bit. There is some resolution here happening. This sword is lighting up for me. Some things have been resolved. You are seeing some movement. So I believe this requires a little bit more patience on your part because it feels like these things are not within your control. So release any energies, any control energies you have over these situations that you're really, there's nothing you can do about them. So release that energy of control, find your patience, and really focus on the things that you can do for yourself. And that will help calm your spirit down a little bit so you can get some rejuvenative sleep, because it looks like you have not been sleeping very well. And I'm also feeling creature comforts, eating maybe involved too. I felt that on this one as well. So just keep your own vision, release anything that is not yours to solve, and it will be much more in line with your happiness, and your creature comforts won't be kind of subject to what's happening now. The 7, this is a 7 of Cups. This can stand for two things. It's number one is not to lie to yourself, to look at the situation as it really is, not as you wish it to be. It's kind of like it can be living in a fantasy instead of really seeing what's going on. But it also can stand for upping your dreams and redoing your bucket list. And, you know, we change every 7 years. At least that is my belief. We change every 7 years. So all the things that you put out in the world, say in your teens, in your 20s, those are not in line anymore with you. So it may be time to look at new dreams, hopes, and desires and figure out what you want to do. What's the big picture? But in all situations, look at it honestly. So therefore you can change what you can change. But take a look at those hopes, dreams, and desires too. The Temperance card is in the culmination card here, in the culmination position. That's finding your balance, give and take, learning to receive, putting anger behind you. I see that these red wings are lighting up. And when I ask Spirit what that is, it's just truly releasing anger. It doesn't serve. It just holds you kind of stagnant. But it looks like you are learning to receive as well as give. Scorpios, I just love your energies. You're such gifters. Of course, you only gift those that deserve it. But still, that out of control healing is not in line and in balance with you. It's okay to gift folks and it's okay to receive as well. And that is what you're learning. You're learning to open your heart a little bit more, to look at things as they actually are, not to jump in and fix things for people when they can fix it themselves. You are learning about the non-judgment and neutrality space and really finding your balance and really being temperate when it comes to other people's problems or other people's opinion. It looks like you have found a great place of neutrality where other people's opinions don't dictate your choices or your moods anymore. Yes, you are a very sensitive person, but you have learned neutrality. Does that person matter in your world? Does their opinion matter in your world? No, it doesn't. You're balanced as long as you know who you are. And so you're coming much more into your own power, into your magic, and you're trusting the things that are coming right off the top of your head. You're trusting in the process, and you're releasing some of that anger from the past pains and things that really don't belong to you. So you are finding your balance. Huzzah! Great, great job. What is on the left of us is also another travel card in the distance. This is a 3. So it has to do with continuing that balance. And as you come more and more into balance, the more and more you will release this anger, and the more you will allow yourself to grow into the exalted being that you're truly meant to be. You will probably travel a little bit with your work, is what I'm feeling. This coming year, there will be more travel associated with work. There will be a little bit more demand for your time, your expertise, and your skill, and it will bring you to great places. I'm also feeling that you will, and finding that balance within you, it will open up much more doors for you, and people will actually want to hear what you have to say. So don't be afraid to speak your truth, as long as you do it with love, kindness, patience, honesty, all those positive things, and keeping it light. But you, over the last year, have done a tremendous amount of work on yourself, really looking at the truth of things, releasing past pains from childhood, those seeds that were planted, those negative seeds by our parents. You've really looked at the truth of things and know your self-worth, and can distinguish your truth from others at this point. So keep up the good work, Scorpio. Page of Swords, also another message, it feels like. It also does feel like there will be children around during the holidays for you. Page of Swords, that is air. That's Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. So you may be more around the cup signs or the sword signs, but since there are 2 here and they're pulling in 2 different directions, I really feel like more messages are coming in. Of course, Christmas cards, solstice cards, Kwanzaa, all that, we do communicate a little bit more to the people that we love and connect with. So it's kind of more of the same for the holidays. You will be getting some messages, I believe. Sounds like, or feels like, more positive messages. So it does feel like it's in the vein of Christmas and the holidays. So that is your reading, dear, sweet, capable Scorpio. I'm going to throw a couple more cards for you. Growth, geez. That's quite a validation. And confusion. Yes, it is a little confusing when we grow. Are we growing the right direction? Are we doing the right thing? So trust in yourself. When we get too many opinions on us, on what we're doing, we get a little confused. So trust the God of your heart. Trust the words that are the images or the messages that are coming to you from Spirit, and continue to grow. Continue to grow. You are on this wonderful trajectory of release and grow. Release and grow. So it feels like it's more of the same of releasing and growing for the month of December.